Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of RTS. And today's video is a different video. Today, I am inserting myself back into the world of professional wrestling. But it's not in the way you technically think. Now, the last video I made was exposing that bald fraud Triple H and his creative visions of the disaster that keeps going on. And I'm gonna be honest, there was no reasons to post my reaction to a Raw show, a SmackDown show, or even a pay-per-view show for many various reasons. One, I've been out of town enjoying my rest and relaxation. Two, there's been nothing to talk about. The only thing that we need to talk about is AJ Lee returning. That I could talk about in a separate video. But I'm gonna do in this video to combine everything that I do want to talk about. The return of AJ Lee was great. I'm excited to see what she do in this run. There's so many potential women wrestlers that she can face. And I'm excited to see where this goes and what is the big step for her and her being in a crucial part to this women's division that's supposed to be the upcoming and rising for women's evolution. So I'm so excited AJ Lee is back. Now, get back to why I am making this video. And that's because TKO, you have finally strike again. And you did it in the most disrespectful way you could have possibly did it. So let's set the story. So I've seen this story maybe a week and a half ago at the time. I just glossed over it because it was no like I think football was back or if it wasn't back, but whatever I was doing, I forgot. I glossed over this story because at the time I wasn't thinking about it. But then I seen a YouTuber by the name of Kicking It with Ross react to it. And then I saw his reaction, and then ultimately, my friend sent it to me. And then when my friend sent it to me, I actually read what TKO said in a conference. It was so disrespectful, including Mark Shapiro, who has become enemy number one to me. And they were at a conference, and I guess they had a question about the vision for TKO, and combining WWE and UFC together, and just which I think I forgot the question. I don't know the question itself, but the comments or the answer by Mark Shapiro stated that the question was based on USC and WWE specifically and getting money while they like push whatever it is. So I don't know, I'm all over the place, but that's just the ballpark itself. So somebody asked this question, and Mark Shapiro, out of all people, I don't even know who were you before I found out you was the president of TKO. I'm so serious. I did not know who Mark Shapiro was. No disrespect. I think he's been famous for a while, but I did not know who he was. He's going to disrespect Vince McMahon and saying Vince McMahon was primarily pricing tickets for opportunities to increase prices like TKO is focused on doing. I had to take a pause. Let me read that again. TKO president states that Vince McMahon was primarily pricing tickets for families and wasn't focused on maximizing the opportunity to increase said prices like TKO is focused on doing. So why y'all increasing? Let the people know why you increasing pricings, Mark Shapiro. Stop trying to blame the fact and tell the truth. Oh no, you can't tell the truth. You know why? Because if you told the truth, people will stop paying money for the bull crap I keep pulling. But since you can't tell the truth, I'm going to tell the truth for you. The reason they keep increasing prices is because after the merger of WWE and UFC, TKO took a massive gamble in their financial management. And now they're swimming in almost $3 billion in debt. Yes, you heard me right. $3 billion in debt. And they have to get that money just because they took that gamble. But they're not going to let you know that. You know why? Yourself is what you should be focusing on, not us. We the one that just invest in the product. No, doofus. It's not just about the product itself. The reason we're paying WWE these type of prices is because you're the one that keeps charging these prices. Yes, WWE has a say too, but you're the one that has the main say, TKO. Greed. Just greed. People are greedy these days. There is no reason why we should be still paying the amount of money we still should be paying. We went from $8 on Peacock to $30 on ESPN Plus. And the funny thing is, UFC got out of their contract with ESPN and are now taking their investment over to Paramount Plus. And do you know how much Paramount Plus is per month? $8. $8. So yes, the reason ESPN is in WWE working together is so TKO can make that money back. And it's easy to charge people $30 a month. It's easy. If they got the brand like that, shucks, they can pay $300 for a year. But you got low to middle to low income families that want to do things with their child or their family members, and they have to tell their kid no because the money is not worth it. People don't have money to pay for a VPN. So, in order for you to get a VPN, it takes steps. People are not about to be paying for a VPN. No. Is it worth it? Yes, but people don't have that type of money to just pay. The economy is in shambles still to this day. Houses, rent is doubling up more than ever. Electricity, water, groceries, the utilities and necessities that is needed in order for us to live are rising. Prices are rising each and every day, including gas is rising. I remember gas used to be 205 and 215. Now you got gas stations charging $3 minimum. And that's okay. The thing with TKO is they can't balance their own books. So they turn a event into a soulless cash grab. The days of tradition and fan service are gone, done and gone. In this age, it's about money. And I understand, I'm not saying as a businessman, because if you're a businessman, the idea, the focus is on money. How can you make money and how can you do two things at once? Because that's what Vince did very well at. Making sure people got their money's worth while also spending the type of money they were spending. This made Vince look like a saint in all of this. And with these legal battles and allegation going on, golly, they are just whew, these like Vince McMahon name shouldn't be mentioned. But I'm talking about this because Mark Shapiro mentioned his name. But if you think the problems are just money related into why they're in debt, no, there's more issues there. They got legal troubles up there now. They recently shelled out $335 million to settle lawsuits from UFC fighters who said they were underpaid and locked into exploitative contracts. That's not all. There are ongoing securities fraud investigations over allegedly misleading statements to investors about the merger and their financial health. If you really want to be thinking about it, TKO companies, TKO, WWE, and UFC has lost their edge. Shows are filled with ads. Star powers are replaced with cost cutting. The organizations too involved in lawsuits and scandals. Wrestling has been burned to the ground due to TKO's messing. The mess that TKO has did, and everybody think this is okay. But here's the problem: the more TKO keeps charting these, not charted, the more TKO keeps allowing this to happen, it's going to keep happening. People are paying these type of monies just to go to a WWE show. And the type of money they are charging, you could put a down payment on a car, house, heck, even pay for 12 months of housing if you're renting a house. You can do so much with the money they're charging. It's a shame. But the problem becomes the people that spent it. Because if they see a good amount spending it, they gonna think nothing is wrong, and they gonna keep doing it again. So then this is not just a TKO, WWE, and UFC problem. Now it is a us problem because we're giving them what they want. We're giving them the money that they deserve. And trust me, I still watch WWE. So this is my fault too in some way. Because WWE and TKO, and this is where people, I think, I'm gonna remind people of this. A lot of people thought money came from likes and dislikes. No, money comes from views. So the amount of views they get on whatever platform, YouTube, live television, streaming platforms, social media platforms, they get money from that. But at the end of the day, it's that simple. TKO needs to be stopped. It's that simple. I don't know how you stop them because it's been working so far. This is not simple as stop watching the product because the product has already been hard to stop watching because human nature says, well, we've been watching it for a long time. Our favorite wrestlers are on the show. Hey, let's get going. Why do you think AJ Lee came back? She might have been ready to come back, yeah, for sure. But this was for us to get invested into paying $30 to watch WrestlePalooza. You gotta understand the game. Understand the game. Just like Triple H, it's time to play the game. Just like how he said it. And he's right. You to play the game, you have to understand the game. The star power that's been gone for a while, why they're back for ESPN's WrestlePalooza, which I will be making a prediction video based on the matches that have been happening so far after this video comes out. So just be on the wait. But it's that simple. TKO has lost their minds officially, and I don't know where to stop. And if you haven't heard the news, Saudi Arabia is going to WrestleMania, or let me rephrase that. They're getting to WrestleMania in 2027, WrestleMania 43. New Orleans got hosed by Vegas for 42 this year. And then countries like France, London, they can't even get a WrestleMania because this is about money. And TKO has lost it officially. Mark Shapiro, you are enemy number one on my list. TKO, you are enemy number one on our list. And it's time for y'all to go and stop messing with the product. And I'm going to end with this, and then I'm done. WWE isn't UFC, and UFC isn't WWE. Sometimes difference is great, and sometimes difference is what makes the product better. But unfortunately for TKO's eyes, they don't see it like that way. They have physically said they're trying to make WWE like UFC, and that's why the product continues to fail. If y'all enjoyed this video, drop a like on the video, and then let me know how frustrated are you with TKO at this moment. Thank you. I appreciate it. See you in another video. Peace.